Dividend arbitrage. This is one of those particular techniques which is good for an aggressive investor or someone who's very conservative, and it works for both of them just fine. So they do love this particular strategy, and I'll show you how you can get really aggressive or more conservative with it. However, what basically is doing is that you have to have a stock that is a dividend stock, number one. Um, Most active stocks. So basically, top quality dividend stocks, blue chip stocks, or those that are going to be blue chips. Amgen would be one. It's not a blue chip stock yet, but it's on its way of being there. But you can always find these particular different stocks to use. This strategy compounds your returns, and what I mean by compounding, Warren Buffett has this video, or someone sent a video of Warren Buffett. It's on YouTube, and it talks about how if you were to purchase one share of Coca-Cola at $40 back in 1919, that share today, at the stock splits and the dividends being reinvested, would be worth $40 million. So this strategy, kind of look at this strategy the same way, except you're going to accelerate that whole process that Warren Buffett was talking about, because in technically 1919, we're at 2016. No, who's got that much time to wait for Coca-Cola to get to the millions? Because you'll be dead. But okay, so let's look and see why this works. Now, on the day that a stock pays a dividend, and when it does pay a dividend, you're going to have a lot of volume and a lot of activity in the market, people selling that stock. So dividends are announced, dividends are going to be paid. There's going to be an increase of people selling that dividend. Now, I do have a video, and we'll get into the different strategies and why that is happening, but this is basically what happens. So I kind of want to show you a little quick example here. So we're looking at July 28th. If you look at this from, you can download this from a Yahoo actually, and it shows the dividend being paid out August 3rd. But I want you to see something here. So you got August 28th, August 29th. So 16 million, and on the far right side you have 16 million shares, 21 million shares. And then on August 1st, so August 29th was the Friday. Monday was August, and Friday and Monday are the most volatile days as in volume. So you can see 28 million shares and 33 million shares um, right before the dividend. On the day of the dividend, you see it went up another 10 million shares to 42,638 on the day of the. Now, what kind of those shares? What was happening? The shares people were selling. Then the following day, 25, 27, and then by the end of the week, you see basically 17 million shares. So you can see how the volume increased right for that anticipation of the dividend. Now you're taking advantage of that. Now, kind of give you an idea how options work, or this. We know about the Greeks, but we're not going to go to the Greeks now. Let's go to the left side of this particular slide, and we're going to look at a couple of things here. Interest rate. So what goes into the price of an option? So the price is at 32.34, for example. The strike prices we're going to go as 32.50 because we have to go in the money if we're going to do this put. So we're going in the money on the strike price. Expiration is December 30th on this one, has 7 days to expire. But what goes into this price is A, the interest rate, the cost of money. 2, the day the dividend is going to be paid, the dividend amount, which is 0.32. All this goes into the price of the dividend. So if you take one of these factors completely out or decrease one of these factors, you see it's going to be a change in the price of the stock or the price of the option. The option price changes, and so does the dividend. Now, why this works? Looking at December 16th puts on Pfizer at 31.57. So of course we're going to go out of the money. So we'll go with Pfizer at $32 a share. At $32 strike price, it's going to, our delta. So first of all, the price is at 75 cents or $75. Our delta is at 62. Delta simply means for each dollar. So if the price goes from 31.57 to $30.57, we will make 62 cents or $62 on this option. Okay, technically with delta, or you can go half of that and say if it goes 50 cents, then you're going to make half of that, which is roughly 31. Now, of course, when all these different pricing factors actually change, so time and everything else is involved. We're just going to go straight with delta so you can kind of get an idea of why this works and how it works. So basically what we're looking for is a movement of at least, or hopefully around 50 cents. That way we get, because we know that the delta, or the stock price, or the option price is at, I'm sorry, you still got it wrong. the price of the dividend is at 32 cents. Okay, so basically what happens is if this stock, instead of going down like you wanted to, it goes up in price, then you would lose, we'll say, 75 cents, $75, which of course you wouldn't because you would put a stop on there. So basically what you want to do is put a stop of 30 cents because that's basically what you're risking. So if it moves up and against you and you lose 30 cents, remember the dividend came in that same day or the day after and paid a 32-cent dividend. So that's where the arbitrage comes in. So basically, even if you lose, you don't lose. And since you already own the stock and the price goes up on the stock, that's a good thing. So this is how the arbitrage is actually created. So remember, worst case scenario, we're going to get 32 cents tomorrow from our dividend. We paid 75 cents for the option, and then history shows us that the price goes down. Now, looking at history, let's go back 3 years of dividends. Now, hopefully, let me get my cursor here to. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do laser pointer. So let's look. Here's our dividend here, okay? So these are bar charts. This is bar, but you can kind of see, okay, so here's the price of the stock the day before the dividend. So we're going to be going out of the money put. So you can see the following day, there's a little time, you can see where it opened this day, then it closed a little bit up there. So again, we got our 30-cent trailing stop order on this. So has it dropped or opened here and basically closed and locked in the profit. But now, check this one out here. As you see, the dividend or the day of happenings here. So we're buying a dividend. We're buying out of the money option right here. And then the following day, this is how far it fell. So if we get this at 33, and I'm just going to do a rough estimate, and it drops down here to 29.50 or whatever, from 33, that was $3. 3 times 100 is $300. So again, now what would you do with this? This is how you compound it. Now you can take that $300 because first of all, your dividends were reinvested in Pfizer. Then that $300 you made on this trade, you can actually go out and buy 10 shares roughly of Pfizer. So now you just increase your position in Pfizer. Now let's go on to the rest of it. So here you see this happening once again. This price looks to be about 32.50, and then it drops. I'm just going to go one day drop to 29. So that was about $2.50. So here you don't get much. So, but from these two here, you made $500 instead of just sitting there and waiting for the dividend to pay you your 30 cents, you actually made more money by using this particular strategy. Then, of course, you're going to find some big falls here. So here's one right here. We're looking at 36 something, and then it dropped here to 29. So that was 600. Well, let's cut it in half and say, or a little bit, and say it's 400. $4. So $4 times 100 is $400. And then you're taking this money and you're putting it back into your Pfizer. So if you start off with 10 shares of Pfizer, over there at $30, spend $300 in Pfizer, but use the 75 cents or whatever to buy the put options, then you're good to go. And hey, that's it. 7 figures, 7 years on a shoestring budget. Lesson, oh, that's number 5. It was lesson number 3, but oh well, who cares? See you on the next video.